There are books you read, and then there are books that read you. Viktor Frankl's is one of those rare books. It's not just a story, it's a guide forged in the fires of unimaginable suffering. Frankl, a psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, he gives us a framework for finding meaning in life's inevitable pain. This isn't a book about the past, it's about your future, and how you choose to live it. The first part recounts his harrowing experiences in Nazi concentration camps. The second introduces logotherapy, his philosophy of meaning. You might expect a book born from such darkness to be depressing, but it's the opposite. It's empowering, stripping away the non-essential and confronting the core of human existence. Frankl's message: you can't always control what happens, but you can always control your response. That power can never be taken away. These are lessons learned in the harshest classroom imaginable, Auschwitz. Frankl saw that survival wasn't about strength, but about having a reason to live, a purpose, a why. This became the bedrock of his life's work. The search for meaning is our primary motivation. It's more fundamental than pleasure or power. So why does this book still resonate? Because we all face our own struggles, our private concentration camps of grief, failure, or despair. Frankl shows us that meaning isn't found, it's created through the choices we make every day. This book is a call to action, to live with purpose, responsibility, and dignity, no matter the circumstances. It's a map for navigating the obstacle course of life. The challenge is simple. What will you do with your suffering? Frankl's answer is both timeless and urgent. Before he was prisoner 119104, Viktor Frankl was a successful psychiatrist in Vienna. Then, as a Jew in Nazi-occupied Austria, his world collapsed. In 1942, he and his family were arrested and deported to concentration camps. He lost everything: his name, his possessions, his family, and nearly his life. Life in the camps was a relentless assault on the human spirit, designed to break people down. Frankl describes the daily reality: hunger, cold, cruelty, and the constant threat of death. Yet, he also witnessed acts of kindness and dignity, proof that even in the abyss, man retained the freedom to choose his own way. This experience became Frankl's crucible, testing his theories in the harshest conditions. He lost his entire family, endured sickness and starvation, but held on to a sliver of purpose. He reconstructed his lost manuscript in his mind and found meaning in helping fellow prisoners. Frankl survived not because he was the strongest, but because his spirit refused to be broken. His ordeal became the foundation for his life's message. Meaning can be found even in suffering. The camps stripped away everything but the essential. What remained was the power to choose one's attitude. That is the lesson Frankl brought back to the world. From his experience, Frankl developed logotherapy, therapy through meaning. Unlike Freud's pursuit of pleasure or Adler's pursuit of power, Frankl argued that our deepest drive is the will to meaning. We crave purpose. Without it, we fall into despair, the existential vacuum. Logotherapy is forward-looking. It asks, what is life asking of you? What responsibilities do you have? The goal is to help each person discover their unique meaning, a task only they can fulfill. It's not about finding a grand universal meaning, but the concrete meaning of your life right now. The therapist is a guide, helping you see the spectrum of potential meanings available. This approach is empowering. No matter your circumstances, you can find a reason to move forward. Frankl taught that meaning can be discovered in three ways: by creating a work or deed, by experiencing something or someone, like love or beauty, and by the attitude we take toward unavoidable suffering. This framework offers a practical path out of despair. It's not about escaping pain, but transforming it. Meaning is detected, not invented. Each moment asks something of us. Our answer is our life's meaning. Logotherapy is the art of finding that answer. Frankl's most powerful idea is the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any circumstance. In the camps, the Nazis took everything: homes, families, even names. But they couldn't touch the inner world of the prisoners. They couldn't dictate how a person responded to suffering. Frankl saw two men in identical conditions. One crumbled, the other maintained dignity and compassion. The difference was their internal response. This concept shifts the paradigm of victimhood. We may be victims of circumstance, but not in spirit. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose. This is the essence of being human. The true test of character is how we behave when everything is stripped away. If we can choose our attitude, we are responsible for it. We can't blame our bitterness entirely on external events. This isn't about suppressing pain, but bearing it with dignity and purpose. Suffering can be transformed into growth. This freedom is our greatest power and our deepest challenge. Frankl's message: no one can take away your ability to choose your response. How can there be meaning in suffering? Frankl's answer: if life has meaning, so must suffering. The key isn't to seek suffering but to change our attitude when it's unavoidable. Frankl's clinical example: a grieving man finds meaning in his pain by realizing he spared his wife the same suffering. In the camps, Frankl encouraged others to see suffering as a test of inner strength, or as a sacrifice for loved ones. By finding a why, they could bear almost anyhow. This isn't denial of pain, but elevation of it, turning tragedy into triumph. We all face suffering. The question is, how will we respond? Will we let it break us, or will we find meaning in it? Frankl teaches, our greatest strength can come from our greatest pain. In the camps, the future seemed impossible. Those who lost faith in the future were doomed. Frankl saw that survival depended on having a why, a vision of something or someone to live for. He imagined himself lecturing about the psychology of the camps, transforming his ordeal into a mission. This future goal gave his suffering meaning. He encouraged others to focus on a future responsibility, a loved one, a task, a dream. This orientation toward the future was a lifeline. Today, a lack of future vision leads to apathy and stagnation. We need goals and reasons bigger than ourselves. What is your lecture, your book, your purpose? A clear vision gives strength to endure the present. It provides direction and motivation. Your daily efforts become building blocks for the life you want. The future you imagine can pull you through the darkest moments. Amidst the camp's degradation, Frankl discovered love as the highest goal. This wasn't sentimentality, it was a spiritual truth. Even in utter desolation, he found bliss in the contemplation of his beloved wife. Love, he realized, transcends physical presence, it's a state of being. Whether or not his wife was alive, his love for her gave him strength. Love is not just an emotion, but a source of meaning and endurance. By focusing on love, for a person or for humanity, we find purpose beyond ourselves. Frankl reminds us, love is an inner wealth no one can take away. How do lessons from a concentration camp apply today? Frankl saw a modern ailment, the existential vacuum, inner emptiness and meaninglessness. We see it in endless scrolling, distraction, and purposelessness. Frankl's antidote: take responsibility, stop blaming, start responding. Ask not what you expect from life, but what life expects from you. Each day poses questions, our actions are the answers. Another lesson: don't chase happiness directly, it ensues from living for a cause greater than yourself. Focus on meaning, not just comfort. Frankl valued tension, the gap between who we are and who we could become. This striving is what keeps us alive and growing. Don't eliminate tension, embrace it. It's the engine of a meaningful life. Frankl's wisdom is more relevant now than ever. In a world of quick-fix self-help, stands apart. It offers not easy steps but a philosophy for living with meaning and dignity. It's essential reading because it's a universal guide to the human condition. Frankl's message is one of hope. Even in the worst conditions, the human spirit can triumph. Our greatest power is not controlling our environment but ourselves. This book is for everyone, at any stage of life. Its lessons are universal. Suffering, loss, and the search for meaning are part of being human. Frankl's gift was extracting universal principles from personal horror. You have a purpose, your life has meaning. The power to realize it is in your hands. Read this book. Let it challenge, inspire, and change you. It's more than a book, it's a lifeline.